Hi guys, Melissa Johnson Haight, independent Scentsy consultant, back with you again today. And I have a video that I'm going to start with a tag. I don't know if anybody else has done this. Sorry, the cats are chasing each other. So if you hear rip roaring through the house, it's just the cats. Elizabeth Quinn from Elizabeth Scenes and Scents, she did this video. It was the ones that got away. And a customer had asked her, or a subscriber had asked her to name those ones. And sorry, they're distracting. And so I was like, oh my gosh, that's a really great idea for us to start a tag, because this is why I think this is brilliant. So it's almost time again to start bring back my bar voting. And it can be overwhelming because there can be a lot of choices in there. And if you're newer to Scentsy, you don't really know what to pick. You just pick what sounds good. Sometimes you accidentally, like this round, vote back a bunch that we've already had before in the last 2 years, 2.5 years since I've been a Scentsy consultant. And then people get kind of frustrated about it. Now personally, I have a whole bunch on that list, so I might be one of those people too. And it may happen on some of my choices, and you guys know some of them. But there are other ones, whether we've picked them up in a flash sale, or we've heard about them, or someone gifted them to us, which is a lot of my history with some of these, is that they were gifted to me, or I got them in a flash sale. And they're worthy of noting so that when it comes time for voting, you guys know, oh, okay. So I want to tag people in this because although my list here is huge, so this will be a long video. So if you need to pause and you need to get a cup of coffee, it's early morning here, and you need to grab some coffee, grab, maybe a toaster strudel or something, and come back, totally understand. But I'm going to call this tag the ones we wish we had. So that when it comes time for Bring Back My Bar voting, we all have an idea of things that we might want to look for based on our own opinions. And you guys have experience with ones that I don't have experience with. And this is why I thought that this was brilliant. And I love that Elizabeth did this. And I hope she doesn't mind that I'm using it for a tag. So thank you, Elizabeth. Quinn from Elizabeth Scenes and Scents, for this idea to start this tag for the community, so we can hear everybody's, the ones that they wish that they had in their club and for whatever reason. So let's start with the ones that we're familiar with. They're fairly recent. I had them in my club, and I'll explain as we go about them. The first one, you guys know, I was fortunate enough to have some people. This one happens to be from Brenda. I won't name y'all in every single one of them, but I was fortunate enough to have some people send me a few of these, and that's Ursula, Poor Unfortunate Souls. This is acai berry, goji berry, I think, and I forget what else. I do love this one. I kind of wish I hadn't have taken it out of my club. I was trying to make room. I thought for sure with the 2 Villains warmers in a row and then the Dark and Devious new bar that they were going to come back with this. I took a gamble and I dropped it from my club. Is it my favorite scent of all time? No, but it's kind of like a blueberry with a kick. It's really pretty. It's really sweet. It's really candy. My friend that passed away, her name is Ursula, so this one's very special to me. It's very sentimental. This comes back. I'm putting it in my club. It's a great mixer because it's like a berry. It's like a summer fruity candy berry. So I do like that one. It wasn't the popular of the 3. But I do wish I still had that in my club. So we can vote for some licensed bars now. Will I vote for it? I'm still pretty confident that Scentsy might bring back the Villains collection. I thought for sure they'd come out with like Scar or Cruella de Vil, Hades, which I wouldn't personally purchase. I didn't really love Hercules anyway, but Hades, I don't know. Anyways, Blue Christmas. I just took this out of my club. I have like 5 bars, and I was like, I only meld it once a year. I'm good. I have Sweet Orange and Evergreen. They're different. They're different enough that I wish I hadn't taken this one out of my club. I'm like, Melissa. I think what gets me in this one, it's very nostalgic to me. It has and it sounds terrible, but to me it's beautiful. It has like an orange chapstick, like a waxy orange chapstick smell to this sweet tree. And it reminds me of being a kid and orange waxy chapstick that I must have loved. And I wish I hadn't taken out because I don't get that from Sweet Orange and Evergreen. This is like a beautiful, it's a more adult version. But it's got the oranges, the sweet oranges muted in there with the pretty sweet tree. Oh, this is still my favorite of the two. And sometimes, and I may have cut it now just to save other bars. So who knows? I'm sad I took it out of my club. If you like that whole nostalgic, when you were a kid, kind of an waxy orange chapstick smell with tree, I really did love Blue Christmas. Kind of sad I took it out of my club. I just took this one out of my club, Atlantic Air. And I know, I kind of think I've lost my mind too. And this is my only bar. Smelling it, I'm like, what was I thinking? But I know, I can tell you. I do hope this comes back. I do think it'll get voted back because I think this one took people by surprise. Ocean Air and Coconut Water, the recent summer collection, Sunshine State of Mind. The Ocean Air and Coconut Water has that same fresh ocean air smell that Atlantic Air has, but it has some more. So I was like, I don't need to keep both. So if I'm gonna pick, Ocean Air and Coconut Water is my favorite. You guys, if you see the kittens like obsessed underneath the coffee table, Penny was gonna carry up the kitten, Charlie. Pretty sure he's a boy. He'll be 3 weeks old on Tuesday. But she's gonna carry him up and he is getting bigger. His ears aren't quite fully unfolded, but his eyes are open and he can kind of walk around slightly. He still wobbles a lot. Well, she was gonna pick him up and he wasn't having any part of it and he climbed under the coffee table. So he's like, no, I'm gonna take a nap under the coffee table. So she's obsessing that he's under there and she wants him to come out so I think she can carry off with him, and he's like, no. Anyways, yeah. Believe it or not, Atlantic Air, and this is so pretty. If you love that, this is like fresh, clean air. Most of you that are watching this are gonna know Atlantic Air. It just didn't come back. But I got enough from Ocean Air and Coconut Water with the suntan vibe and everything. It gave me everything I needed that I felt like I didn't have to keep this one. But I'm kind of having withdrawals. Like, what was I thinking? This is one that when it was out in the Harvest collection 2 years ago, I did not think to put this in my club. I was like, it's okay. But they rush you through so many LTOs from September 1st on that you're kind of overwhelmed and you kind of feel like you got run over by a train. It's like one right after the other. It's rapid fire and you don't really have time to think too much. So one of them is Cranberry Pumpkin Spice. I do wish I clubbed this one. Oh my gosh. You guys, this is really good. I did get 3 of these gifted to me. Thank goodness. It does have that slight cranberry note with almost like this ever so slightly butterscotch in with like the pumpkin spice. I love this. And now I'm like, if I see this, I don't know, you had to buy the whole collection unless you clubbed this. Did this have the sales to come back and have 200 top sales? Which I hate that rule. And I've just put in the idea portal. Can we have like a rare 5-bar voting? So go, if you're a consultant, go in the idea portal if you agree with this. There's Polly, Penny's mom, trying to get at the kitten. Go in the idea portal and go like it and comment on it. And the more traffic you get in the idea portal for your idea, the more they pay attention. So I said, let's have a 5 rare bar every catalog. Ones that didn't make the top 200 sales, that either you inadvertently, accidentally lost it from your club, like freaking Hey Tiger Lily, and it never had the top 200 sales and it will never be up for voting. Or say the International Wax Collection, which I would like to think that had top 200 sales, especially Pacific Sandalwood, but that was before my time. I never got to experience that collection. Same with Hugga Collection. That is where my freaking woolly slippers is sitting in that collection. Now, I have seen collections up for voting, but certain ones, we'll talk about that in a minute. Well, in a little bit. So it'll take me a bit to get through these, but I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever see Cranberry Pumpkin Spice, and I'm sad about that because I love this. I love this. Why was I in such a hurry that I missed? Same thing happened to me with Pumpkin Tiramisu. I did not put that in my club, and I regret that because the other two came back, and Pumpkin Chai was just in our last catalog. That's pumpkin and nuts to me. I don't want that one. I wanted Pumpkin Tiramisu that did have like a pumpkin spice coffee feel to it. So if you ever see Pumpkin Tiramisu, that was the best one out of that whole collection. And I regret, but I was so new when that happened. I was so new. It did not occur to me to like be clubbing these bars. I wasn't really comprehending that some of these bars, in order to show up in voting, had to have, they say it, but it didn't register in my brain, that they had to have the top 200 sales for whatever time period. And some of them we are never going to see back ever, ever, ever. And that's not fair. And I really, really, really want Scentsy to take 5 of those that never had top 200 sales, that never come up for voting. Whether that collection was not a disaster, but like a wash, basically. Like, was it Island Days? So I'm still kind of hanging on to Driftwood and Jasmine. That came out at like terrible timing and people just weren't about it. And they were ready for fall. They didn't want to deal with these like sunscreen, oceany type, which I don't know. And they had a lot of tiare, so people weren't about some of them. But, so I don't know if we're ever going to see some of them. So bring them out, 5 a catalog, just so we have an opportunity at some point to stock up on them or put them in a club. I'm just saying, I think that's a great idea. Doesn't hurt them for 5. You're planning it for a whole catalog season, so you're going to be pouring a whole bunch. Anyways. Yeah, Cranberry Pumpkin Spice. This and Pumpkin Tiramisu, if I ever see them again, I'm totally clubbing them. Totally. If I see voting on them, I'm voting for them. Even though, funny story. Heidi gifted me this bar, Sea, Sun, and Fun. This cube, I should say. And because I was dying to know if this was like Banana Boat sunscreen. It's not. It has a similarity though. It's so good. I have voted, I counted. I voted 350 times by myself for this bar. It never made top 25 in voting. I'm like, I give up. I give up. Oh, it's so pretty, but it does have kind of a laundry-esque, like, jammy time feel to a sunscreen. This is what I would imagine if you're lying on a beach towel with lots of fabric softener, like jammy time feel. Not lots of fabric softener, because the fabric softener note in here is the muted note. It's more the sunscreen. But it's like you're lying on a fresh, clean beach towel and you have slathered a bunch of suntan lotion on. And you're laying in the warm sun. That's what this reminds me of. See, Sun and Fun. Oh, it's good. It's properly named. Yeah, so that's really good. I highly recommend this just from this little tiny cube. I want this in my life. I will be voting hard for this one. I know Elizabeth Steens and Scents wants this one. I know a couple other people have mentioned that, so it's good. I lost 10 bars for my club. One of them was coconut vanilla or vanilla coconut orchid. I have a couple bars still. I'm not as heartbroken about that one. The other 9 kind of made me sad. 8 of them tore me up. The other one, I can live without it, I guess. It's not that big of a deal, but I wasn't ready to give it up yet, I guess. So that one bothers me. Let me grab them here. And you guys have been amazing and gifted me bars. Guys, I'm kind of shocked. Some of these I took them out of my club recently, trying to make room. Okay, I think I have them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I feel like I'm missing one. Root beer float. Why did I not pull root beer float? I have several bars of root beer float. Okay, one of them is root beer float. Now, specifically root beer float over root beer barrel. Root beer barrel doesn't have that creamy vanilla note in it. There's Charlie. See Charlie coming out from the... You guys, look at Charlie in the background. He's got his little sea legs, but he's got legs and he's coming out now. And Penny's gonna take off with them, I'll bet you. Anyways, isn't he so cute? I should pick him up and bring him here. All right, pause. Look, you guys, here's Charlie Bear. Isn't he cute? This is Mr. Charlie. Yes, this is Charlie, man. See, his ears are still kind of folded, but they're starting to open up. And he is polydactyl. He does have 5 on each paw. Isn't he cute? He has no teeth. And so he always has I know. So he always has his little tongue stuck out. See, look how big I'm getting. See, look at my pretty belly. I know you're getting so mad at me. Look at him. Oh, he's cute. Oh my goodness, he's the cutest. Say hi, people. Say hi. Always a happy little accident. Yeah, say hi. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so I'm back. So I made a boo-boo. This was totally me. This is not Scentsy. I added up the pre-tax total and forgot to add in the tax. And I put the right amount of money in that bank account, plus like $10 or something. Well, I was $2 short. And I lost only 10 bars, but these in particular matter to me. Now, coconut vanilla orchid, I could live without. I really liked it. But the other one that I really, really, really love, wasn't ready to give up yet, was blackberry orange marmalade. You smell the blackberry and you smell the orange marmalade. It's so pretty. I think it's nice and strong, and I think this is perfect for summer. I really love this one, but I'm not as heartbroken. It's orange marmalade and blackberry jam over sugar crystals. It was in a recent Bring Back My Bar. Now, the 8 that bothered me were root beer float, and specifically root beer float because it's got that creamy vanilla ice cream in with the root beer. It's just like, I know they sell it at Walmart, or if you're in the US, Schwann's. You can stop a Schwann's truck, or you can have them come to your house. They have the best chicken nuggets in the whole wide world. Or chicken strips, I should say. There is a difference. Chicken strips and root beer float bars. They're ice cream bars, kind of like a creamsicle, except instead of the orange popsicle on the outside, they have root beer flavor. It's so good, and that bar specifically smells just like that. I think he crawled back under the coffee table. I'm a little nervous about him crawling under the couch, but it doesn't matter. Sorry, I get distracted. That one matters to me, and I will vote for that. Sorry if it's a repeat, you guys. I need that back. I really need that back. It was a strong bar. It was amazing. It made me super happy, and I need root beer float back. And you might get mad at me, some of you, about these being repeats, but I need these back in my life. One of them, I don't think we'll ever see it back. Vanilla Waves. You guys were amazing, and you gifted me bars. Thank you. So I have some until we can vote back Vanilla Waves. I know there's a bunch of us that missed this. Oh my gosh. It's sea salt covered caramels from Ogunquit, Maine. Right there. You can almost taste it, and it makes your mouth salivate. It's that good. It's an amazing mixer. You do get that sea salt on top of a vanilla caramel. So good. I'm voting for that. I think we have to wait 2 years. Supposedly, sometimes it doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes they break the rules. But their own rules. Love and Happiness. I know Patricia Gates loves this. I know a bunch of people put it in their club, but I need it back. I need it back. I did not mean to accidentally lose this one. And this is the only one that has a really beautiful slight baby doll face that I love. But it's like this beautiful perfume and the chestnut, and it gives it this slightly smoky note that I am so in love with. I want this in perfume. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I need this back. Flower Child. It's a dupe for Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy perfume. It's the best fruity floral in the wide world, and I need that. I'm sorry, I'm voting for it. Lemon Coconut Chiffon is the best. Powdered sugar Girl Scout cookie. It's got powdered sugar, and it's a lemon flavored, kind of a hard, crunchy cookie. It's the best. It's the best, and I love this. Yes, vendors have some similar things, but I need this one. Voting that back. Cotton candy cookie. This matures, and the cotton candy note is spectacular, and it comes out. Oh, he's right there. It comes out, and it's so amazing in my bedroom, and you get the kind of a cookie, but after this matures a little bit, that cotton candy really stands out, especially in my bedroom. Oh, and it's so good. This is the best. I love this, and I need that back. Sorry. Sand Swept. Oh, I hope this gets voted back. I hope it was popular enough. This is Maine. This is sitting in right outside of Bar Harbor. It's in Acadia National Park, right by Thunderhole. You can walk across. I've done the video when I lost these. And you can sit on the rocks, and that's my spot. I've claimed it. I want to write my name on it, but I don't want to get in trouble with the Park Service or anything. It's a national park. This is my spot. This reminds me of that spot, and it's so good. Hang on just a sec. Charlie's on the move back under the coffee table. Because Mike, although not jumping on him, is jumping like over him and trying to play with him. I'm like, he's not a toy. Sorry. Everybody hates this bar but me and like a handful of other people. This did not have 200 in sales. This will never come back. And this one really undid me because it was my favorite. Hey, Tiger Lily. I have 67 or so bars. Yeah, play with each other. Charlie went back under the coffee table. Yeah, this is like Clinny Cappy or Clinny Cappy Heart. It's like the best orange scented perfume. I love this so much. It makes me happy. It was the scent of the month. Everybody hated on it, and I don't think we'll ever see it back ever. So those 67 plus bars, I think someone else might have just given 67, 68-ish bars that you guys, well, I had two, but that you guys gifted me will at least carry me through enough in life that I'll be okay. But I'm sad because I want something like this, and this was one of my examples, and so was Woolly Slippers, in that rare bar opportunity. Like, what if you accidentally lost this out of your club, like me, and it'll never be back for voting? That's not fair. Like, that's not fair, and that upsets me. I'm a Libra, so I get really undone when something isn't fair, and that's not fair. Okay, sorry to mix up this video a little bit, but sugar. I dropped this from my club because it is very similar to Pink Haze, and I love Pink Haze more because it's like a creamy cotton candy. It's like a marshmallowy cotton candy to me. And this is a dupe for Aquilina Pink Sugar Perfume. And vendors have this. This is popular enough. I think we'll see it back. So I was okay with letting it go for now. But I'm regretting that I dropped it. So hope I'm right about that. This is a collection bar, and I don't know. I hope it had enough sales to make it back. It's Love from the Valentine's collection last year. Oh. I just finished using this body cream, and I love it so much. It's like candy. It's sweet. It's gorgeous. And the collections that I've seen up for Bring Back My Bar voting are hashtag the drink collection with Lemon Drop It Low I've seen, because I have voted for Lemon Drop It Low before, that Lisa Roberry loves, and Robin H loves because she got one from Sarah in New Zealand. I think maybe the Cozy collection I've seen in other places. Like Woolly Slippers. The UK had that, and I was voting like crazy in the UK for it, hoping that my friend Lee could send me one, but it barely didn't make it. It was in the top 25 for a while, and then it just plain didn't make it. I'm like, stop. Yeah, it's rare. Oh, the Mix It collection, I've seen that in voting before. So it's rare if you see certain collection bars in for voting. Now, maybe they'll change that in the future if we complain enough. I dropped this trying to make room, thinking they constantly bring back the Disney bars. So might be 2-3 years, but I should see where I'm at here back. This is like vanilla blackberry without the medicinal note. I love this. You guys are gonna like think I've lost my mind, and I kind of think I have too, because now I'm regretting it. I dropped Saint Nickerdoodle. And I'm smelling it now going, why did I do that? Because this reminds me of apple butter frosting. This is my only bar. It's like a better version of apple butter frosting, 100%. I must have lost my mind. I don't know why I did that, and I'm sad that I did that, actually. Now I'm regretting it. I was keeping the next bar, and I dropped it. Now I regret it, but I'm hoping it comes back. If not for Halloween in the near future, Jack's Obsession, which was the reason why I dropped this, and then I ended up dropping Jack's Obsession, because I like baked apple pie, which is available. I like that one. And I actually think I like the more authentic apple pie mix more than I love Jack's Obsession. Love the color. That almost glow in the dark green. This is a beautiful apple cinnamon. Beautiful. But it has a slight candy-ish sweetness to it. This has a slight cream cheesiness to it. That I was like, well, I think I'm just happy with baked apple pie. Now I'm just kind of like, what was I thinking? This one got dropped from my club, not by me, by Scentsy. They got rid of the rules are you have 3 opportunities to pay if your payment doesn't go through before you lose your bars. I always wait for my Scentsy pay to pay for my club I got to get ahead of that, but right now I'm not doing spectacularly as a consultant, and I can't even afford my club. It's fine. It's not that big a deal. People around here are having parties, whatever, it's fine. I have enough to make it sustainable, enough to keep what I have, and that's why I've trimmed down a lot and tried to keep just my favorites. So after 2 tries, they dumped my club, and I was like, no, your policy says 3. So they put everything back in, and I paid because I had the money for my Scentsy pay by then. And this one, they forgot to put back. I missed seeing it for several months because it was a quarterly club. And it took me probably 2 rounds, and that's what, 6 months before I was like, wait a minute, why don't I have this bar? And then they're like, too bad, so sad. Oh, well, you skipped too many times. What are you talking about? You made the mistake, but I was about to argue with them. Toffee Butter Crunch. This is the best caramel. Oh, I'm so mad I don't have this. My daughter does have this, but I'm not going to make her keep this for me because she struggles as a zoologist as it is working at a zoo. It's so good. It has like a slight butterscotchiness to the caramel. It's such an amazing performer, and it smells so good. So I'm voting for Toffee Butter Crunch. If I see it, I need it back. It's a recent repeat. Sorry, guys. I need that. So you guys, have sympathy and compassion for people when the same scents get voted back. What if they're like me and they missed paying for the club by $2? And they lost 10 bars that they loved. They'd have dumped 10 other bars just to save those bars, like Sandswept, Tiger Lily. Things happen, so have grace that sometimes maybe they're brand new and they hear about these bring back my bars, and they're like, I want to try that. I know I was like that, so have grace and mercy. Saves you money. Especially with the harvest and the holiday collections coming up. You need the money anyway, so just be patient with people. Okay, I dropped this. This was in a collection. I think Snuggle Up was popular enough. It'll come back. I'm not sure we'll see Pillow Time up for voting. I hope so. I do think Shut Eye was popular enough. I don't think Sleep Happy was. Lights Out, I think, was popular enough, and Snuggle Up, I'm not sure Pillow Time was. But I have 6 bars of this, and I'm just not melting it like I should. Not that I don't want to. I think it's beautiful, and it's relaxing, and I kind of regret letting it go. I might be tempted to vote for this if I see it. Pillow Time. It was a scent of the month. I like Jamie Time better. I'm dying dying. I'm voting for woolly slippers if I ever see it. It never comes up in ours. In the past 2.5 years that I've been a consultant, I've not seen woolly slippers up for voting, and it irritates the crap out of me because it was right before I began with Scentsy, and I'm like, I missed the Hugga collection. I think it was in June of 2020, and I started in August, late August of 2020. I'm like, are you serious that I missed this collection? Like, so bitter. 2 of them, Quiet Clementine and Cozy Cabin, I think was the name of it. Quiet Cabin. Maybe it was Quiet Cabin. Quiet Cabin came up for voting, or came up in a flash sale. So I have tried those too, but I need woolly slippers. Like, I need woolly slippers, and I keep begging them and pestering them. And I'm going to continue to pester Scentsy until they let me have woolly slippers. But stargazing, because I have Fuzzy Blanket, Snuggle Up, Jammy Time. I loved all those more than I love stargazing. But I really loved stargazing. It's so pretty. It does have like a slight powdery bubblegum note to it. It's really pretty. And I do kind of wish, I think I only have a couple bars. I do kind of wish I had saved in my club. But you can't save them all. You just can't save them all. So these are ones that if they come back, wouldn't hurt my feelings. And some of them I'm voting for. I'm hardcore voting for. One that I dropped from my club because it was giving me a headache, but I miss it. And I think more than Thunderstorm. I do have Thunderstorm here. Is Summer Rain and Thunderstorm. These came back in the same Bring Back My Bar, and they are great together. Thunderstorm, although I really love it, the white floral in here does give me a headache. It's super strong. It's very much the white floral. I love the name. I love Thunderstorms. But Summer Rain is a toned down version. This is really pretty. I think I'm looking for a rain scent, and neither one of these gave me a rain scent. I wanted a soft kind of a rain scent. And I think I'm regretting these because I would stock up on these if they came back. But they're, like I said, Thunderstorm actually gives me a headache, and it's rare that they give me headaches. And Summer, and I love them really strong. Like, I do the entire clam of Painted Leaves that everybody thinks is super strong. I don't think it's that bad, but I can only imagine when people come to my house what they must think when I have a whole clam down here of Painted Leaves. She's trying to carry him upstairs. I hate when she does that. He's getting too big and she's too small, and he's resisting. He's like, Mom, leave me alone. Anyways, she can barely carry him half strength. Anyways, Summer Rain. This one, definitely, it's not as intense as Thunderstorm. And it's the white florals in Thunderstorm that's very intense, like a white rose. Yeah, it's pretty. I'm kind of regretting taking those out, so if those came back, it wouldn't hurt my feelings. One that I miss, I had it in my club, and I only had it, I think, for a few rounds, and then I was like, I don't have to have this, because at the time I had Marshmallow Mint Cocoa, which I've since taken out of my club. You can't save them all, you just can't, and you get to where you've melted it enough, where you have 6 bars, and you're like, I think I have 5 bars of Marshmallow Mint Cocoa, and it's kind of seasonal, and you're just like, I melted it, and I had a whole brick, holiday brick, and you melted it enough times that you're like, I can let this go for now. This is one of those, and I'm regretting it, and I hope to see it back. It was, I think this was also December of 2020, Marshmallow Mint. And I think we had Peppermint Dreams, and I could be mixing them together. Maybe it was the following June. Oh, this is like a buttermint. I know Patricia Cates loves this one too, Marshmallow Mint. She has it in her club. So I would love to see this back. It does kind of yellow and discolor after a while, but I was gifted this bar, thankfully, because now I get to melt it again. Yeah, it's like a creamy buttermint, and I wish I kept this because we've since had a bunch of mints like Peppermint Rush. I haven't tried Whiteout yet. My, one of my 2 clubs, I did skip one. Heaven help me, it's the one with Snuggle Up and stuff. And that'll ship again in September. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't have done that because Harvest collection is crazy and I usually want everything. And I was like, how many pumpkin warmers can I have? I'm going to just hope that I don't want anything, and I skipped it because I didn't have a ton of cents to pay. And so I had enough to cover the smaller. Anyways, it's got the 6 Bring Back My Bars that I haven't tried, like Whiteout, and that's coming Monday, so stay tuned. But yeah, and I was like, I should have not dropped Marshmallow Mint because it's like a marshmallowy mint, and it's like a creamy mint, and it's so good. I regret dropping that one. One that I had in my club for a long time, and then I dropped it because it isn't a strong, long performer. It's beautiful. It's such a beautiful scent. Some people don't like it. I mean, how do you not like pear? I'm like, not offended. I'm just like, what? Blows my mind. Honey pear cider. I'm like, how do people not like this? I don't know. I think pear gives some people like cat pee. I don't know. Oh, I think this is beautiful. It's like a softly seasoned with like some baking cinnamon, like drizzled with honey and baked in the oven pear. I love honey pear cider so much. But I dropped it because it's not a huge performer, and I had like 6 or 8 bars. Now I only have, I think, 2. Those are the regrets that we have where you're like, I have plenty of this, I'm not melting it, I'm going to drop it. And then 2 years from now, you're like, probably shouldn't have done that because now I miss it. I have hardly anything. But I don't have millions of dollars to save every bar that I love, so a wink and a smile. I had this briefly in my club. I did not know that when this matures, the floral comes out in this more. And it was when I first melted it, and this was like a fresh pour. This was 2021, I'm sure of it. June of 2021, I was positive. It was a lot more cantaloupe. Maybe a little honeydew too, but it was very cantaloupe melon to me with a hint of floral. And at the time, I did not know that I love floral as much as I do. Well, since people have gifted me bars and it's got that floral in it, and I'm like, why didn't I save this? It was spectacular. So I hope to see a wink and a smile back because it was amazing. I'm kind of regretting because I don't think this collection was very popular. I think most people loved A Taste of Summer, and this was when I first started in 2020. This was in my club for a long time. And this one, Showered in Flowers. I dropped this when Bora Bora came out. Bora Bora Blossom. Oh, this is so good. And it's such an amazing performer, Showered in Flowers. But it smells very similar to Bora Bora Blossom, except Bora Bora Blossom is like this is very sweet and pretty. Like a girly body care. Very sweet. Very light and bright. Excellent performer. Bora Bora is slightly more sophisticated. Has an almost slightly darker note. Slightly. Enough that it's kind of hard to tell them apart, but if you melted them, you could tell this is the brighter, cheerier, girly, and this is a little more sophisticated. Almost kind of like the note that's in Plum and White Woods. There's like a more sophisticated, perfumey body care girliness to that one. That's ever so slightly different in this one. So I kept Bora Bora Blossom, but that is still in my club. But Showered in Flowers, I'd love to see this back. love to see it back. Would I keep it in my club? I don't know. I don't know. I might drop Bora Bora Blossom since I have like 6 bars, and then swap it out for Showered in Flowers, and then I don't know. I recently dropped this one. This collection was not popular, and I wasn't thinking about that when I dropped it. I was like, I have like 5 bars of this. I don't melt it all the time, but it's an amazing performer, and it lasts for like a week in my bedroom. Oh, and I'm regretting it. Sweet but Fierce. Oh. The Glamorous You collection was 0 popular. Like, I think I'm the only person that loved this collection, and there is like a slight suntan lotion note to Sweet but Fierce that I love. I love that whole collection. Keep It Sassy was the most popular in that one, and that may come back for voting, but Sweet but Fierce now. Born to Shine was amazing with Orange Pomander. Oh, I wish I'd have kept this. And I guess that's why I haven't yet dropped Driftwood and Jasmine from Island Days, because if that collection isn't popular, you're never going to see this back for voting. I dropped it thinking it's going to come back, and then it didn't. But I do think in the next couple years we'll see this Villains collection, and this is Evil Queen Just One Bite. It's another good apple cinnamon, but it's got a little something. I think it's molasses. It could almost come off a little bourbon, but it's beautiful. I'm pretty sure it's molasses. I also dropped this one for sure, thinking that this collection would come back. I still have 4, Dark and Devious. I love this. This is like blackstrap molasses. So when you make molasses cookies, this is Dark and Devious. It's literally like molasses cookies, and I love it. Metallica Mom said, this is a weird bar. And I get it. If it's got like absinthe and a bunch of weird notes. Some kind of wood. Can't remember off the top of my head, but to me it smells like molasses cookies, and I love it. So it made me giggle because I know I'm rare and liking that one. I recently dropped this one, and I'm kind of annoyed that I did that because I think I'm going to regret it, but I have like 3 bars, and I'm like, do I need... It's not one I want to melt all the time, but it's such a great performer, and I'm hoping it comes back in a couple years. The North Calls, Frozen 2. I really do love this. It does have like a lavender and white balsam-ness to it. It reminds me of lavender and white balsam. I have 1 bar of that, and this reminds me a lot of it. So I guess I was like, I don't have to have it. I can drop it. It's beautiful. I have a couple bars. Now I'm like, I think I might regret that. Maleficent. I dropped this trying to save my 10 bars and I lost. Anyway, I'm sorry, Maleficent. Oh, if you like Victoria's Secret Love Spell, it's got that whole plum cherry peach vibe to it that Lucky in Love and Victoria's Secret Love Spell has to it. It's just a deeper plum version. Oh, it's good. It's a great performer. I'm kind of like... I'm regretting dropping this, but it wasn't performing as well as it used to in the past. Like, this used to be a boomer. And then I melted it and was like, I don't really smell it that much. I dropped Be Fabulous, you guys, and I'm kind of regretting this because I loved the grapefruit and the limoncello. I love the smell of this bar. Love it. And was like, why did I drop that? Like, have I lost my mind? But it just wasn't performing. That's why I dropped it, and then I'm kind of missing it. One that I had in my club, and I need to vote this back because I miss this more than anything. I decided to keep Blueberry Rush, and then I was like, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I should have kept this one. Okay, I dropped that because they were so similar. And I was like, why spend 50 cents more for Aladdin 3 Wishes? This has a cotton candy note in it that Blueberry Rush does not. And I like this better. And it's worth the 50 cents. I need this back. I need this back. Aladdin 3 Wishes. I'm voting for that if I see it. This was briefly in my club. I dropped it because I'm like, I can't. It was back when Bor Bor Blossom was back. Casting spells that everyone hated. I didn't mind it. It was different, but it was like a, I don't know, spicy pear. Anyways, boho. This is like an apple cinnamon potpourri. It's so good. I would love to see boho get voted back. Am I going to club it? Maybe for a little while. Longer than I did last time. I don't know. This bar. I can't even believe I got this gifted to me. Who is this? Virginia. This, okay. Vanilla Suede, when it matures, smells an awful lot like vanilla oud. This was December of 2020 when these came back. It was Vanilla Suede. I remember this specifically because it was my first Bring Back My Bar ever. There was Central Park Pralines. There was Cozy Chai. My daughter still has Cozy Chai in her club. I had Central Park Pralines for quite a while. And then I was just like, eh. I shouldn't say quite a while. It was a quarterly club. It felt like quite a while. Quarterly club, and I think I got like 2 rounds of it and was like, eh, and I dropped it. So it's only twice. But it was like 6 months, you know what I mean? Vanilla Oud was in there with Vanilla Suede, Cashmere Pear, Lavender White Balsam, Quiet Grove, Plum and White Woods. Plum and White Woods has stayed in my club. Painted Leaves is in that one. Why? I didn't see Quiet Grove in that voting, I don't think, which was weird. But I was like, why did Vanilla Oud not come back in that voting? Now, Vanilla Oud also, this is sophisticated vanilla. When Vanilla Suede matures, and I have it here, this is a matured bar that someone sent me. This was a gift. This one, I can't quite read the writing. It's smeared off. I have these written down in a notebook. Anyways, they smell similar when Vanilla Suede matures. But this is brighter. This is like a deeper, creamy, marshmallowy wood. Like vanilla, and this reminds me of vanilla with a woodiness and like this creamy marshmallow to it. This is gorgeous. Now, this was in a flash sale. And Scentsy was like, included this. And it was like, oh my God, like Vanilla Oud. And we all ordered it. And then lo and behold, Scentsy didn't put Vanilla Oud in there. They gave us 2 bars of Grapefruit Sunshine and didn't even say a word, didn't say anything about it. Didn't explain it, didn't say, oh, sorry. You just didn't get Vanilla Oud. And I was like, what is with this bar? Vanilla Oud, I've done some research for scent notes for 2023. And Vanilla Oud is one of the main sought after, popular notes of 2023. And I'm like, I'm hoping, giving Scentsy the benefit of the doubt here, I'm hoping that they did all of that knowing that they're going to come out with this in a holiday collection. They better. Because I'm going to be really annoyed with them if they put us through the ringer and don't give us Vanilla Oud come the holiday season. They don't put this back in the catalog. What are they doing? They're up to something. That's how my brain works, and patterns and things. So there's a pattern, and I'm like, I need to figure out this pattern that they got going on here, because there's a reason to their madness. I know there is, and they better have a good one. Because if they're just jerking us around, I'm going to be really mad at them. Ugh. It's good, you guys. It's so good. It's so good. So Vanilla Oud, I will vote long and hard. I will focus all of my attention on Vanilla Oud if I see it and it hasn't been up for voting again. And I don't know what they're up to, but they better be up to something good. Okay, so now we're on to ones that I don't have in my club. I put it in, took it out, put it in, took it out, so I never actually got one in my club. And that's the Muppets. It was in clearance for the longest time. I don't think it's there anymore. And I was like, oh, they're going to come back because there's Gonzo. I need a Gonzo. And there's like Fozzie. But I really, really, really need a Gonzo buddy. That is a buddy I would spend $50 for. I love this. It's like sugar crystals of like a yummy drink mix. It's like a kid's drink mix, sugar crystals. I love this. I love the Kermit green color. I love the Muppets, but I didn't know it was going to sit in clearance forever. I'm like, why don't people love this bar? And then I planned to get some, and I was like, well, it's still in clearance, and I'm like, I could get 8, and then I never did. I only have 3 bars of this. And I kind of don't meld it because I only have 3 bars of it. Not because I don't love it. I'm really hoping they come out with a Gonzo. I kind of want the Swedish Chef and a chicken. I love the Muppets. Or the 2 old guys. They would be a hoot in Buddies. Come on, Scentsy. Come on with the Muppet stuff. Counting on you. This is my favorite Harry Potter bar. Even more than Harry Potter Wizarding World. I really love this bar. Not because I really love Snape, but Slytherin. I kind of wish I had clubbed it. It's my only bar. I'm hoping that for Christmas time, Harvest, maybe Harvest, Holiday, maybe Harvest, I don't know. They're going to come out with some more Harry Potter stuff, and this bar is going to be available. Because I really like the Slytherin one. It has like a woods, oh, it's like a perfumey woody. I don't know, I really like that one. I wish I'd have clubbed this bar. I've never really liked melting this bar until you can't get it anymore. And someone gifted me this bar. I had one that I gifted to someone else because they loved it. And then Lavender Cotton. I know it's still available in laundry. Whenever I smell this, I think of the gift shops in Maine, in Bar Harbor, Maine specifically. Maybe Ogunquit too. This is like fancy, yuppie, holiday vacation gift shop smell of like the soaps and the potpourris, and I don't know. I never really loved this bar. But now that I can't have it anymore, I would love to see this come back, and I may club it. I'm missing this bar and what it does for me. I was only, I think, a couple days short of putting this in my club. I missed the boat. I think I checked at the end of the month and it was still available, and I was like, I need to think about it some more. And then I forget that they go away the following month, and the following month I went to put it in at the beginning, and after my club, you know, it locked, and then I couldn't put it in my club anymore. I was like, son of a biscuit. Sun-ripened berry. Oh, you guys, I don't really like a ton of berry scents. I mean, I do, it depends. I'm picky. This is good. It's strawberry and raspberry, and it smells like a strawberry raspberry lollipop to me. I love this. I love sun-ripened berry. Now I still have like 6 bars. I'm not gonna die, but I'm sad. This is another, I think this was this Harvest or Holiday? And I miss it. It's such a whirlwind of rapid fire. They're launching this, they're launching that, they're launching this, they're launching that, and you don't have time to think straight. I missed putting mulled cider and spice in my club, and I wish I had put it in my club. I love this. This is like what I wanted Wassail Wonderland to be. Wassail Wonderland also has a sharp note, which I think is the tree. Whereas this is just the mulled cider and spices. Oh, I think I only have 2 bars. And I am so annoyed with myself that I missed putting this one in my club, mulled cider and spice. It does give me Mandarin Moon, orange. I might even have it in here. Hang in there. I don't. There's a similarity. It's less spicy. I don't know. I really love mulled cider and spice. Let's vote this one back. Along with pumpkin tiramisu. Oh, so annoyed that one didn't make it back. Those are ones that we'll get to these because I haven't experienced those yet. And anyways, red berry and spruce. I missed putting this one in my club, and it's another one. I waited too long, and I think this one I was sure it would come back in the catalog, and it didn't. Now I had I got them in clearance. I had 9 bars. I think I only have 5 left. Red berry and spruce. I am so annoyed I missed putting that in my club, so I definitely want to see red berry and spruce back. It's good. You get the tree, but it's more the red berry. I don't know. I really like red berry and spruce. Same thing with this one. I didn't melt this one until it was too late to put it in a Scentsy club, and it was gone from the catalog. Then I melted it and went, are you kidding me? Snow-Kissed Cranberry. I'm so mad. This is my Scentsy heartbreak. Virginia, was it Virginia? I think Virginia that gave me a whole brick of Snow-Kissed Cranberry. Plus I have 1, 2, 3, at least 9 bars, maybe more. I might have 12, 9 or 12 bars of Snow-Kissed Cranberry. I got like 10 of them in clearance. Plus I had a couple, I think I have 9. Plus people gave me a couple. Oh, this is magical. I went based on the tester and was like, it's not that great, until I melted the bar that I had and was like, this is phenomenal, and I can't put it in my club anymore. And it was horrifying to me because I love this. Snow-Kissed Cranberry. It's so good, and the pods are amazing. It's perfumey cranberry. It's the most beautiful perfumey cranberry. All the other cranberry, Very Merry Cranberry, nah. What is the other one? There's another cranberry. I'm just like, no, they're not this. Snow-Kissed Cranberry was the best one. So annoying. I joined August 20th of 2020. And this came out on a Brick for Consultants. I didn't even, when Scent of the Month, I didn't even know what was happening because I joined August 20th. I didn't even know how to use my workstation. I was completely overwhelmed and nobody was really showing me anything, and I kind of had to go on my own and figure stuff out. And so I was trying to learn, and then September 1st, I'm like, what in the heavens is happening right now? Like, everything was selling out of the Harvest collection. I was like, I don't even understand how this works or what's happening. Things that I wanted were like gone, and I was up at like midnight trying to get stuff, and it was gone, and I was like, so this was the furthest thing from my brain was Scent of the Month. In October got this, but September was Ghostly Greetings. This was October, and it was November when I actually got to Warmer like half price. Walnut Raisin Muffin. This is good, and I got like 2 bars. I have 3 bars. I think I had 4, and my son took off with one of them. He's like, that's good. It smells like a raisin. Oh, I love this. I don't get the muffin, but I love walnut raisin muffin. It's slightly spiced. It's sweet like a raisin. It's like what you would put inside. I don't even get the nutty. I mean, the walnut might make it a little creamy. And it's like hints of spice. It's not overly spicy. It's more raisin with a little spice. And like a creaminess, which I assume is the walnut. Yeah, walnut raisin muffin. I'd love to see that back because I would club that. This collection was not popular. I didn't think about collections and being the top 200 sales back then. I had pineapple mint in my club and finally dropped it. I had watermelon mint in my club, dropped it. Apple parsley. I had 3 bars. This is my last bar. I wish this was in my club. It smells just like Mr. Bubble Bath. I love this so much and I wish this was in my club. I'm a little kid taking a bath with Mr. Bubble Bath and I was so excited. I was tiny. I was maybe 3 or 4. But I was so freaking allergic to it. I couldn't use it ever again. But when I had Mr. Bubble Bath, I was so excited. Oh, this reminds me of being a little kid, Mr. Bubble Bath. So if we ever see apple parsley, I'm voting for that. If you know Mr. Bubble Bath, you know that's what this is. Okay. The next ones are bars that I've gotten through friend mail or flash sales that I've never personally experienced with Scentsy, and had it not been for you guys or a flash sale, I'd have never known what they were. And I love them. I love them. And I want to vote for them when I see them. This one is amazing. Ivy and Water Lily. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. And it's like, this reminds me of summer. And it's a good performer. And I think it lasted like 2 days. And it's fresh and it's clean. And it smells like summer outside. But it's almost spa-like. It's not dewy greens. I hate dewy greens. But it's so fresh and clean and spa. It's not sunburst bamboo that smells like a overly ripe green banana to me. Like, this is beautiful. Beautiful. It's not overly green, but yet it smells like summer outside. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but this is good. This is good. Like, the ivy gives it like a fresh spa green smell. And the water lily, I mean, there is like a wateriness to it, but like a very fresh, light, clean. Could it be floral? I suppose, but it's like I'm the worst at defining floral because I love floral so much. If anything, it's a real light, sweet floral. Like lighter than Peace Lily Be With You. And it's not as green as Peace Lily Be With You. And it's not as floral as Peace Lily Be With You. This is more watery and spa and clean. And outside in the summer. I don't know. Like the wind blows and you get some of the plants outside and maybe some of the flowers. I don't even know how to properly describe this, but it's good. Ivy and Water Lily, I'm voting for that. I am hard voting for that. Be My Honey. I love this and I'm dying to get my hands on Buzzworthy. Dying. I need Buzzworthy. When it was in the top 25 for a while and I kept voting, and then it dropped out and I was like, what? I love Be My Honey. It's sweet. It smells like honey and there's something sweet in there. And I think this particular one has honeysuckle. I don't know, but it smells like a sweet honey. I know people like Be My Honey more than Buzzworthy, and I guess that's why I'm dying to try Buzzworthy. I need buzzworthy and be my honey. I for sure will club be my honey. My name means honeybee. In Greek, Melissa means honeybee, and I need this in my life. I love bumblebees, fuzzy little bumblebee butts. Another bar that was gifted to me and is so good, Cottage Garden. I had no idea. This is pretty. If you like, what is the Epcot bar? Plumeria, soft plumeria? It gives me soft plumeria vibes, but better. Like, I didn't care for soft plumeria, but this one I love. Has a slight cabbage doll patch face smell. Like, specifically Cabbage Patch Dolls. Like Melanie from Bright House Scents and Hannah Blazon, you know what I'm talking about. And it's like you took a Cabbage Patch Doll face and mixed it. This sounds terrible. I mixed it with soft plumeria, but better. And it's so pretty and it's so sweet. I love Cottage Garden and I would wear that as a perfume. Pink tulips. You guys, we have to vote for pink tulips. Wow. This is perfume. I'm almost sure this is a dupe for some perfume and I don't know what it is. It's so good. It's one of those candy sweet floral perfumes that I love so much. I almost think someone said Britney Spears. I don't know. The only Britney Spears I've ever Circus? The only one I've ever tried is Curious, and it doesn't smell like Curious. Oh, but it's good. It's almost like a berry taffy. In with a sweet floral, candy floral. It's beautiful, you guys. Pink tulips. Love, and I'm voting for that. I got this in a flash sale, and I bought 6 bars, 10 bars, 6 bars. 6 bars. Plus we got one in a whiff box. I think someone gave me a bar. Mojito Mambo. Yes, the person who gave me this bar is on this bar. You guys, I love this. This is like the muddled mint from your garden. Like fresh, but it's got the spearmint gum smell to it that makes it not just overly herbal mint like Mint Fields. I can't. It has a tomato vine in it and it's a little too herbal for me. This is perfect. This is the mint leaf that's muddled, but the spearmint gum smell like makes this sweet and beautiful, and I love everything about Mojito Mambo. I'm voting hard for that one. Berry Fairy Tale. I love this. I love this. This smells like strawberry and banana to me. Banana berry only smells like banana, Laffy Taffy to me. This, well, so does Bananarama, but I don't get the berry. This, I get strawberry banana. And I don't know if that's how Fairy Tale is supposed to smell, but it smells like strawberry banana to me. And this is one of the best scents I've ever smelled, and I need Berry Fairy Tale. That's good. That's so good. And my friend Lee gifted me one of these from UK, and I melted it, and it still smelled like banana, strawberry banana to me. I loved it. This was before my time with Scentsy. I actually think I like this better than my beloved Farm Stand Pumpkin. This is Porch Pumpkin. Look at that packaging. That's fire. Why did they take this out of the catalog? Okay, so this kind of gives me cozy vanilla and pumpkin vibes without as much spice. It's kind of like if you took cozy vanilla and pumpkin and mixed it with Farm Stand Pumpkin. This is good. Or maybe threw some Gimme Candy in. Okay, so Farm Stand Pumpkin is definitely caramel and pumpkin. Cozy vanilla spice is definitely pumpkin spice. This is a little bit of both. I get something almost caramely, butterscotchy, which reminds me of Gimme Candy. You get the pumpkin. And I almost think I get a hint of spice somewhere in there. But it's soft and subtle. I love porch pumpkin. I'll vote for that. But I'm team pumpkin. Grapefruit orange from the Mix It collection. Wow, this is good. I struggle with some of the oranges being boring and waxy. This is good. It's the grapefruit. Maybe the grapefruit gives it a punch to the orange. It's not a boring orange. It's more... I'm dying for Scentsy to come out with straight, plain old Satsuma orange, which is a very punchy, bright, in-your-face orange. And it's so good. This is getting there. I can smell the grapefruit and the orange. But it's a good orange. Like oodles of orange with some grapefruit. I love it. I will vote for that. My favorite thing. I need this. If I see this, I'm going hard for it and voting. Spun sugar and vanilla from the Mix It collection. This is good. Oh, it has a slightly burnt note to it, like almost smoky. This is good. It's similar to the Harry Potter bar. Was it Hufflepuff? It does have a similarity, but I didn't like Hufflepuff at all. It had some weird note in it that bothered me, and I don't know what it was about the Hufflepuff bar. This doesn't have that weird note. This is like you're making cotton candy, and you're spinning the sugar, but you almost let the sugar caramelize slightly. This is very sweet, almost cotton candy sugar with that slightly burnt sugar note. I can't describe, but it's beautiful and it's amazing. I would wear that as perfume, body care. I loved how this performed in my house. 4 cubes in my living room was great. Oh, this is, and I had Harry Potter out here. And I definitely came out here and spelled Harry Potter. Was like, no. And in there was beautiful. It was this. Okay, that slightly smoky note that's in Love and Happiness, spun vanilla and sugar, it almost, without the actual perfuminess of Love and Happiness, reminds me a little bit of Love and Happiness. Oh, it's pink cotton candy, slightly caramelized. Less cotton candy, but more of the sugar as you're spinning it. Oh, you guys. I'm obsessed with this one, and I need it, and I'm going hard for that one if I see it. My friend Lee from the UK, we had a cozy collection before my time. Wasn't Cozy Kitchen one of them? He sent me this bar, and this is Cozy Kitchen. I love that it has this is good. It has almost that cream cheesy note that's in Saint Nickerdoodle. Has a nuttiness. It has an ever so slight spice, like cinnamon spice, like cinnamon you put on things. With like almost like a nutty walnut. I don't know the scent notes. Almost maybe something toffee or butterscotch. More toffee. Like a nutty toffee. Maybe a cookie. I don't know. But that's lovely. Cozy Kitchen. If this was in our cozy collection, wow, we need that. That's really good. That's really good. Every bakery people unite because we need this. It's good. It's really good. Strawberry and rock melon. Oh, this is fun. It's definitely honeydew, cantaloupe, and some strawberry. And strawberry's softer. I definitely get the rock melon. Okay, at Brijota's, it's a kind of like a all year round. It's enclosed. It's like a greenhouse, but it's got like this whole, almost like an Italian farmer's market. They have sugar rock melons. It's a cantaloupe, but they're super sweet, almost like honeydew melon sweet. It's the sweetest cantaloupe I've ever tasted, and it's phenomenal, and that's what this smells like. So maybe that's rock melon. It's called sugar rock melon. They just must have left the sugar part off. Oh, you guys, if you love cantaloupe honeydew, like the actual melon, with like a strawberry, but not like a candy strawberry, it's almost more, it's good. You guys probably know better than I do. Freaking International Wax Collection. Why can't we get these voted? I think I've seen strawberry and rock melon before though. See, 2020, it was before my time. Didn't that come out June 2020? I'm so bitter. I didn't join back then. I had to totally club this. Another International Wax Collection, the most coveted bar in the entire wax community. Pacific Sandalwood. What? This. I will say White Sands has a similarity, but this is better. Who gave me this? Jeanette. Jeanette. This is the sandalwood. Is creamy. Oh, almost like vanilla oud, creamy vanilla. But it's a creamy sandalwood. I don't know what else in this. But it's soft like White Sands. It's way better than Satin Sheets. Oh, like borderline, almost like a warm vanilla sugar note to the sandalwood. It's beautiful. Why do we never see this back in voting? I just don't get it. That's... why don't they put these in next year's summer bricks? I need these. And there's another one in here. I love that. I cannot believe I missed this collection. What else was in this that I missed? Would I have loved it? This is Lucky Starfruit. This is the best pod I've ever had. I got it. Oh, Brenda. This is good. It was the best performing pod I have ever had. It lasted like a month in my car. Each pod. Hands down, the best pods ever. Lucky Starfruit. It must have come from another region. Why we got those, I don't know, but the bar smells just like those pods, and this is beautiful. I'm becoming more, not usually the summer person. This is beautiful. It's sweet and it's beautiful, fruity. I don't even know how to describe it other than I think it's kind of a almost luxurious, sweet summer fruit. It's not the quote-unquote tropical per se. It's more, leans a little more citrus. Almost gives me vibes of like the Tinkerbell without the musk and all that. It's a sugary, sweet, beautiful fruity. I'm obsessed with Lucky Starfruit. These three, I don't know what else was in that collection off the top of my head, but Pacific Sandalwood, Lucky Starfruit, and Strawberry Rock Melon are phenomenal. 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 What else is in that collection? Please comment below and let me know what I'm missing out on. Pacific Sandalwood. I'm even afraid to melt this. It's so good and this is so coveted. Thank you, Jeanette. Oh, and thank you, Brenda Summers. Who else sent me? Oh, why is this one smeary? I can't read it. Brittany sent me Strawberry and Rock Melon. I can read it. You girls, had you not sent me these, I would... I'm afraid to melt those. They're so good, you guys. I know Ashley P. Scents with Ashley or whatever, she hoards these bars. That's so beautiful. Okay. My friend Lee, Scented with Lee, sent me Pixie Sparkle. You guys, we need this. This is like sugary candy. He loves to use this as a mixer. It's really nice. I don't even know how to describe that other than it's like a sweet candy. I think it'd be a great mixer. Like he uses it great on its own. I almost think it has like a mintiness to it too. Like a slight cool mintiness to the candy sugar sprinkles. Oh, Pixie Sparkle. Wow, I'd love to see that over here. Lotus Cove and Zen Garden is the other one. I melted Zen Garden. Gorgeous. And Lotus Cove is so beautiful. Beautiful. Like spa shampoo. Fresh, clean spa. Almost like it could be a beautiful shampoo. That's beautiful. Lotus Cove. Beautiful. Beautiful. I had this one gifted. Hazelnut frosting. Virginia? Virginia. I thought it was hazelnut latte. And then I looked later and was like, wait, this is hazelnut frosting. This is beautiful. You do get the hazelnut, like Nutella hazelnut. And I'm assuming that the more this one cures, the more that hazelnut comes out. It's gorgeous. Like Rochero, the hazelnut filling in there. Like almost chocolatey. The color makes you think it's like a white icing. No, definitely like the Rochero filling. Rochero, you know, they're like these crispy, chocolatey hazelnut. Oh, if you've never had a Rochero, please. You need to have one. Oh, you guys, hazelnut frosting is something else. That's better than hazelnut latte. I'm just saying, hazelnut latte has so much of the... Well, I haven't smelled it since it's in my club. It's in Dale's club. Don't even want to talk about that one. So are all of my winter bars that most of them. Which I have to pay for next month because I'm not losing Tinselberry or Arctic Kiss, but like hazelnut latte is more of the frothy foam. This is more of like a hazelnut filling, like frosting. Literally like Rochero or Nutella. But it's definitely heavy on the hazelnut versus the chocolate. It's definitely all, it literally reminds me of Rochero. Oh, you guys. I'm voting hard. for hazelnut frosting. Rise and Sunshine. I love this so much. It's orange. When I make homemade cranberry sauce, I have a microplaner and I take a ginger root and I microplane the ginger root into my cranberry sauce. This has fresh grated ginger root with the orange and it's phenomenal. And this is an amazing performer. It's bright, it's happy. Rise and Sunshine. It's energizing. It's fresh grated ginger and orange, like oodles of orange. Oh, it's everything. I'm voting hard for Rise and Sunshine. Last but not least, besides woolly slippers, I must get my hands on woolly slippers. Lemon Drop It Low, I'm voting hard for. Do We or Don't We, I'm voting hard for. I did have that in, it was a scent circle from Flash Sale and it was amazing. It's cantaloupe. Buzzworthy and Luscious Lemon that Etta Harrison loves so much. We both love lemon. And I want Lemon Drop It Low, Luscious Lemon, Sea Sun and Fun. And Huckleberry Apple Pie. If I see this one, I'm voting. This is amazing. I have not been overly impressed with Huckleberry overall, but this is good. I get the apple cinnamon pie and the Huckleberry. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. And I loved melting this. I got it in Flash Sale. This one happens to be a gift. Amy. You guys, it's good. It's so good. Bakery people, you want this bar. Huckleberry Apple Pie. And that's coming from someone who's not overly impressed with any of the Huckleberry, but this one, Huckleberry Apple Pie, to die for. To die for. So you guys, those are the ones that, oh, wait. Bubblegum Blast I got this from the UK. Not bubblegum that we had. The bubblegum that we had smells like Pepto-Bismol. Bubblegum Blast it doesn't have the mint in it and it smells like bubblegum and I need that. I hardcore need that. It's amazing. So I will vote for that if I see it. Candy Crave. Candy Crave is one of those bars that was super, super light, kind of like Cashmere Pear. It was super light when it came out. And I saved the bar that I had for an entire year. The following year I went to meld it and was like, this is phenomenal. This is phenomenal. This is a medium performer. What in the world? I barely smelled it when it first came out. If I see Candy Crave, I'm voting for it and I'm getting it back. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal. The other International Wax Collection is another one that I'm dying in love with. It's freaking Windowsill Breeze. I loved every bar in that collection. Windowsill Breeze is phenomenal. It's like Pima Cotton. It's more of a like downy fabric softener. It's not as strong floral as Clothesline. It's phenomenal. And it's stronger than Pima Cotton, but it's still medium. It's like Clean Breeze to me. It reminds me a lot of Clean Breeze. Windowsill Breeze is beautiful. You've had it in laundry, you know it's beautiful, and I will club that if I find that. From the UK, it's going to be in my empties. Big Surf. BIGSURF. Big Surf. If you love salty sea air, and this one's salty, like the salt that's in Vanilla Waves, like that actual salt, but like this beautiful oceanic salt. No fishy sea minerals. I don't love sea minerals or things that smell like fish. Out at the ocean, sure. In my house, not so much. I'm a little turned off by the fishiness. Like I didn't love Vitamin Soothe because it was too sea mineral fishy for me. This has none of that, and it's like a salty sea air, but it's not as creamy. It's more you're at the ocean, minus the fish, salty sea air, phenomenal, phenomenal. And it literally went for an entire week, 5 days, and I still could have left that in my warmer, still smelling it, but took it out because I was like, I've got to melt more. I'm never gonna get through these. Phenomenal. And I think it was in the UK. I don't know that we'll ever see that. I need to beg Scentsy for that one. So good. Phenomenal. And like Spiced Orange Harvest and Mandarin Moon, they got stronger after, and because they were so super light when I first got, so I've learned a lesson like with Candy Grave, Vanilla Suede. I didn't know it turned into that. A Wink and a Smile. Let them cure. If they're super light, let them cure, because don't give up on them, because some of those mature into something magical. Magical. Vanilla Suede is magical after a year. Magical. Candy Crave is magical a year later. And I'm not joking. Monstropolis, I wish I hadn't dropped that one. Because that's, I was like, it smells like lemon thyme berry, it'll come back. Well, hasn't been back. Same with We're All Mad Here, or not We're All Mad Here, but Aladdin 3 Wishes. Like, I need these back, and I can't wait 10 years for Scentsy to come, or Scentsy, for Disney to redo a movie. Like, no, I need that back sooner. And I think that's all, you guys. So that's what I wish I still had in my club. What I wish I could have tried. What I wish I could have clubbed. What I wish I hadn't lost out of my club. That's what I wish I had in my club. Number 1, woolly slippers. But, you know, yeah. So that's my thoughts. That's what I miss. That's why, and that's the ones that I told you I'm voting for. I'm dying to see what you guys say. I want to know, what are you guys going to vote for? What have you heard, if you're brand new, what have you heard so much about that you need to experience it? You don't have to have had ones that you lost in your club, or maybe you have some that you missed putting in your club and you regret it. Maybe, you know, something came up, you know, something medical, maybe you moved, maybe, I don't know, maybe something came up and you lost your club. Or when you joined Scentsy, you didn't know you could transfer it. You know, a multitude of reasons, but what bars do you wish you had smelled? What bars do you wish you had in your club? What bars do you miss? What bars have never been back in voting, but you wish that you had seen them? Yeah, so share your thoughts with me. I'm gonna tag a couple people, one of them being Steph from the Scented Gemini. I'm gonna tag her, and I'm gonna tag Melanie from Bright House Scents, and I'm gonna tag Nat from Melt with Nat and Jack. So carry this on, you guys. Tag your it. I can't wait to see your thoughts. Whether you're brand new and you're not real sure, or I'm trying to name different people all the time when I tag. And let's start this tag. Great idea, Elizabeth from Elizabeth Scenes and Scents. I loved it, and I can't wait to see what else the community comes up with, so we know what each one of us has our eye on, what to keep an eye out for voting on. And I look forward to seeing what you guys think. So I'll tag those 3 channels below, and I look forward to hearing yours. Bye.